Hi guys, this is Mandy Takhar and you're watching me on India Glitz. It's just, yes, yeah. I'm very familiar. First of all, it's the name of my movie.
2013.
Secondly, it's one of my favorite dishes now, Hyderabad Biryani. And even in Punjab, we call biryani biryani. And in Tamil, there's biryani biryani. And Hindi, there's biryani biryani. So, quite familiar with it. Well, I wanted, since I was young, I wanted to be a part of Indian cinema. Indian cinema as in, I mainly thought of Bollywood. I mainly watched Madhuri Dixit, Shri Devi, and pretty much aspired to be like them when I grow up. And I came here in 2009, and then 2010 I got my first break in a Punjabi film. So I was like, okay, this is good. I will learn. I will. It's my mother tongue, so it's always good to be a part of an industry that you actually belong to, your roots belong to. And then I got a Hindi movie called Bamboo, which is like a situational comedy in 2012. And because of Bamboo, I got this Tamil movie because they had randomly Googled, fresh faces in Bollywood, and my pictures from Bamboo had come up. And they got in touch, and then they offered me this role. And at the time, I was doing very similar roles in Punjab. I was doing Girl Next Door, Bubbly, Giggly, and I had done 2 or 3 films which were pretty much like that. So when I heard the script of this film, or when I heard, let's say, my character in the film, I was like, dude, I've got to do this. It's so different. It's totally out of my comfort zone. I felt like I can't do this. And then I thought, you know what, let me do this because I think I can't do this. They've actually been, I think, nicknamed the Jolly Team, I think. Somebody was telling me that, the Venkat Prabhu's team is just called the Jolly Team, and that is actually reality. I had the best experience working with all of them because they would help me, they would pull my leg, they will crack jokes, that was there, but they were very much aware that, okay, you know what, she does not know the language, this is her first film in this industry, and it's a character that she's never ever played before. I mean, the girl in the movie, my character's name is Maya, and she's a complete seductress, completely sensual. That's how she gets things done. She uses her sensuality to create certain situations that work in her favor. Everybody knew that it was not me. It's not who I am when we're not rolling. So it was nothing. I could not associate with the character at all. So everybody was aware of that, and they would just let me be like, okay, just take your time, just relax, and we're gonna get this done. And they would really boost my confidence and be like, you're doing great. Everybody around me had more faith in me than I had in myself. I was like, no, I can't pull this off, or I can't be like this. What if it doesn't look real? What if it's not convincing? But I was just really lucky. Everybody helped me so much. I'm going to get emotional. Karthi is a complete gentleman. He's the same in terms of he's very versatile as an actor, and I really respect that in him. And also the kind of character he plays in Biriyani, it's not him. He plays this flamboyant, very over the top, bubbly, jolly player, and in real life he's just really chilled out, really quiet, and he speaks. Everyone's really soft-spoken. Even Venkat Prabhu sir is very soft-spoken. Karthi is very soft-spoken. They're all gentlemen, all of them. Premgi, all of them, from the producers to the director to my co-star. I must say that this is the best male team I have worked with, because they were very. Although I was wearing kind of not next to nothing, but very sensually appealing clothes, they never once made me feel uncomfortable, and they were always very protective. like say if I'm going somewhere, then make sure somebody's going with me. There's guards around, and just generally I just felt very like protected. So I was very free on set because I knew that the guys are taking care of me.
Or summer girlfriend, or a mokka close friend.
Premgi, with me, he was also soft-spoken and quite sweet and cute, but he definitely has a really good sense of humor, and whatever you see in the film, there's a lot of him in that when you're speaking to you. Not necessarily the contents of what he says, but his ways, his actions, and his kind of like his just whole overall personas like that. So it's quite nice. But then there are times where he can just be really quiet, and he can just be like doing something on his phone for the longest time. So he has that kind of, you know, switch. So it could be like really open and then really kind of into his own self. Well, I'm obviously, first of all, I didn't even know when we started shooting for the movie, I didn't know that Yuvan Sir's 100th film was this is it, this is Biriyani is the one. So it was quite a like an exciting moment for all of us, because we keep on playing upon that. And for me, it has to be my own song, Mississippi, not just because it's my song, but I thoroughly enjoy listening to it. Not just the beat or the music, I also love the vocals. Like the girl's voice is amazing. And I don't know if you know this, but Karthi sang the male part. So it's the first time that Karthi sang a song, and I think he's done like an exceptional job. And then there are certain parts that Premgi also has to sing, and Premgi also sang his part. So now I kind of wish that I had sang my part. Maybe next time. Yeah, there's quite a few. I mean, when we were shooting for the song Mississippi, for example, there were a lot of, it's a very sensual song, as you guys must have heard.
Mississippi, Mississippi, Venice Cuttle,
and it's supposed to be very sensual, and then you have Premgi, who's also in the song. So while me and Karthi are trying to play upon this sensuality, you have Premgi making faces because Karthi's taking the girl and he's just like looking at him like, what the hell? And you have to see the expressions. And the funny thing is that we had to shoot while Premji's making all these faces. I had to still be like very, you know, I'm very kind of prim and proper and seducing, and Karthi had to obviously play his drunk kind of in that particular scene, that kind of we're all kind of high and happy. But it was really funny because you have Premji one side, he's making all these amazing expressions that you just want to laugh to, and then at the same time you're like, no, don't laugh, just do your thing, don't laugh, just do your thing. So you have that. And then there are a lot of times where accidentally I would lose my character without realizing, because see, it's very easy for me to play girl next door or a bubbly character. This was like I literally have to switch it on and switch it off. And then I remember we were doing one scene and I had to eat biryani in a very sensual way. Okay, now I was hungry and I completely forgot my character for some reason, that what my character is all about. And so I decided, they say action take. So I get the biryani and I'm like, you know, eating properly like scuffing the food. And the director was like, Venkat sir was like, cut. And I was like, what happened? They were like, one more. I was like, what happened? And he's like, Mandy, that is not your character. Your character would not eat biryani like that. I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I was just hungry and I completely forgot. Then they did the take again. Then I was like, okay, you know, like getting the mirchi. You know, they're doing it in slow motion, eating it nicely and sensually, however sensually you can eat a biryani. So that was quite funny, and loads of little things kept on happening during the shoot. So it's good, it's fun. Hansika and I don't have any scenes together because our plots are completely different, but I did meet Hansika not during the shoot. I randomly bumped into her in Mumbai somewhere, so I went and introduced myself, and it was a really pleasant experience. She's a very sweet girl, and she's doing really well for herself, and she's nice. It was a nice pleasant experience, and I think I'll be seeing it today as well later on while we continue the promotions. So it was nice. So nothing like this whole kind of, you know, actresses in 2 films and there's 2 girls and this, that, the other. I mean, I'm just a newcomer, and, you know, like, what am I gonna, who am I competing with? What am I doing? I am not, honestly speaking, that familiar with the Tamil film industry. In terms of, I've had to actually do my research in terms of who's who. I mean, you have like obviously stars like Rajinikanth that every single person knows all over the world, not just, you know, India per se. And then you have like certain films in Tamil which have done exceptionally well that get remade into Hindi cinema. So you know, okay, the original was a Tamil movie. You know, oh, Charaudi Rathod was a Tamil film. The Bang was a Tamil film. You know, Singham was a Tamil film. So you know of these things. But because it's not an industry that I have followed yet, I haven't had the need to follow it. I haven't followed it much because you tend to follow Bollywood, or you tend to follow Hollywood, or you tend to follow the industries that you're working in. So now that I'm working in Tamil film industry, I will like start from scratch and learn everything I need to know. We wear saris when like in England when we have weddings and stuff, so we end up wearing saris now and then, but I don't actually like wearing saris. I don't know if I should say that, but I like wearing generally I like wearing jeans and a top and stuff, but if I had to wear Indian clothes, I like wearing, you know, like a churidar or a anarkali or like a ghagra choli. Sari, I feel very like, yes, and I had to dance in a sari. Yeah, that's why, I think that's why I don't like wearing a sari, because I think when I was shooting the song, I was just scared that with the kind of movements I'm given, you know, although I was tucked in, I had the safety pins on in the right places, I was like, okay, you know, I'm dancing so much, what if it just falls or something? So obviously I knew it wouldn't, but there's that kind of, I was a little uncomfortable in it. I'm really nervous to see myself because I know it's gonna be quite sensual. I know it's, I don't know, I'm quite excited to see myself at the same time because it's something, like I mentioned before, I've not done. So I just want to see how this kind of a character, have I done it justice? That's why I'm nervous. Have I done it justice? Have I done a good enough job at playing the negative shades that this character has? Because it's a big transition for me from doing back-to-back girl next door films and happy, sweet, cute to this like boom, okay, now you're this sexy siren and you have to behave like this and you have to act like this and you have to dress like this. So let's see what I've done. Biriyani, I would just like to tell the audience that you will get action, you will get sensuality, you will get comedy, you will get thrill, you will get romance. So it's like one of those suspense as well. Complete movie. It's a complete entertainment. Yeah, it's a complete entertainment film, and at the same time it's got a very strong thick plot, and everything's like interconnected, but it covers a lot of genres. It's got the action, it's got the romance, it's got the you know, the fun feel to it, and it's got the youth, the young feel to it as well. So you can, I don't want to like say too much and jinx myself, but I would definitely say that for me it would be a sure shot hit from what I've seen of the shoot and what I know of the script and what I've experienced while I'm shooting for it as well. Thank you so much. It's just, yes.